Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls. Let's get into today's reading. Thank you so much for joining me on this day. If you found this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. If you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. But if you do resonate with this reading or you like my energy, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe. That is the surefire way to make sure that your energy is included in this golden good collective. So let's get into it. Universe, please, inside information. What does this beautiful collective need to know on this day? Hearing the word lucky, and I'm seeing like synchronicities like popping up for you. Let's see what the first cards have to say. We have the Emperor, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Page of Pentacles. I really do see a turning of the tide coming for you in terms of your luck, your fortune. Someone will be coming towards you with a promotion, an offering, and I also could potentially see that there's like an opportunity that just brings you good luck. Now, this might be something that's already happened in your life. You might already know who this person is, but it really is taking you out of this heavy state where you are kind of feeling like a lot of lack and moving you into a state where you have so much forward movement and just like excitement, like heaps of excitement for where you're going and what you're doing next. And I think that for a lot of you, that's something that you really needed. Like you really needed a sense of purpose. You really needed a sense of like, well, what is this leading up to? So we're going to break down each of these cards. Universe, please give us some more insight information into this Emperor energy. What do we need to know about this person or this place or this environment that has entered the collective's lives? Get some more background on this here. Okay, a lot of cards. We have Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. We have the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, I really do see such a beautiful energy with how they relate to you. This could be a platonic thing. This could be a romantic thing. But I really do see that they were kind of like this spark of inspiration in a really kind of dark time in your life. And I say dark, I just feel like maybe you were feeling really left out, feeling really left behind, feeling kind of forgotten, feeling kind of like... When I tap into this energy, I feel this feeling of like FOMO, but also like, don't people miss me? Don't people want me around? Like maybe you had been kind of excluded from situations or feeling like you don't have a really centered circle of people that you can kind of gravitate towards, the people that see you, see your light and appreciate you. And I feel like this person really extended the friendship and the relationship to you in a way where you're like, people do want me around. People like me. You know, I have friends. I really do see that that's what this person was for you. You were feeling very locked out. You were feeling on the outside. You were feeling like an outsider. And this person really cracked through that for you and made you see within yourself that you are awesome to hang out with, that you are loved, you are worthy to hang out with, that you are someone that people want to see and engage with. And I feel like they are coming from a really, really steady place, and they're also very, very reassuring about the way that they see you, the way that they value you. This person that came towards you, that really kind of broke through I kind of see it as there's like a dark cloud over you, and they're like the ray of sunshine. It was actually funny because as I was setting up to do this reading, I kept hearing like sunshine, like ray of sunshine. Like I really do feel like this person really broke through the storm for you. And it was a very like hopeful feeling. I feel like you needed this affirmation that people want to be around you. Now, whether this is a person who's a romantic interest or this is just a friend, someone who is new to you or is reconnecting with you, that makes you feel like you are wanted and you are loved and you are appreciated by people around you. I think this is something that you really, really needed. We have the Three of Wands, we have the King of Cups, and I see the Page of Pentacles as well. I really do feel like with this Emperor energy, they're a really good influence on you because they are doing so much with their goals, their dreams and ambition. I feel like not only do they extend to you this friendship or this relationship that's going to help you see yourself as valuable, but this is just a really good influence in terms of this person being on their ish, like being on their grind. And they're telling you about all the things that they want to achieve. And it's making you, in turn, think about all the things that you want to achieve. And I think that this person nourishes you emotionally enough for you to want to take action on what you want to do. Like, I really get such a beautiful feeling from this person just being around you. They're a really good influence on you. And you know, I'm a big believer and I'm a big proponent of, like, you are the 5 people that you hang out with. That includes me if you find yourself hanging out with me a lot, more than you're hanging out with other people. So check to make sure that you think that I'm a good influence on you, okay? If that's the case, if you find yourself hanging out with me a lot. But if this is someone that is this good for you, as the reading is saying, I really do encourage, and you can probably feel it as well, that they're just someone that you should be spending time with. This person is definitely someone you want in your top 5 people that you're spending the most time with, because they are really validating of you and your light and your value. They're genuinely excited to see you. They genuinely want to see you exceed. And they are also really working hard at their own stuff so that they can succeed as well. You want to be around that energy. And that energy, I literally see it pulling you out of this like storm, out of this dark cloud that you've been sitting in. Here we have this 4 of Cups. Now let's get into that 4 of Cups energy. Universe, please, inside information. What does this 4 of Cups energy represent? What is the background information on this 4 of Cups energy that has been going on? Okay, so the one message coming through straight away is like, this time, this era, this phase was never going to last. This is a chapter that starts and has started and will come to an end and is coming to an end soon. This time was always going to pass. I feel like maybe for a lot of you, you felt like you would be stuck in this 4 of Cups energy forever. That is kind of the tricky cycle with the 4 of Cups. You feel so unsatisfied with your surroundings that it can feel like you're never going to be happy with what's going on in your life ever again. It kind of feels like nothing good is going to come towards you ever again. That's not true. This time is coming to an end. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the 5 of Swords, and we have the 10 of Wands. Here we have a really specific remedy for how you're feeling, for this kind of, I want to call it hopelessness that's kind of coming over you. We have the remedy here. It is one, you really need to be taking care of your emotions, really giving validity to them. And I think that this is coming across in a very maternal way. It's really important that as you give validity to your emotions, that you give them space to exist, but you don't feed into it. You want to be a kind of more maternal, motherly figure to yourself, in that you want to ideally give yourself space to fully articulate and verbalize how you feel about something, and then let it go and find ways to better navigate those situations in the future, or avoid those triggers or situations in the future, set boundaries, things like that. Like, what you don't want is to come towards your inner child or to your more intense emotions and treat it like a bitter, vindictive bestie, and be like indulging in those emotions. Because I feel like the difference there, like, don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place and a joy that can be found in having a bestie that is all for vengeance. There's a time and place for that. But it doesn't bring about your highest self. So you need to make sure that you are validating and giving space, and then encouraging yourself in the right ways to create good patterns and good boundaries to move forward wiser and more compassionate. What you don't want is that vengeance bestie energy that is going to hold space for your emotions and then be like, and now you have to punish these people. And now you have to be bitter and vindictive towards these people or this situation. And now you can walk into the next situation already expecting the worst. Like that, those aren't patterns that we want. And those aren't patterns that are going to be helpful. So make sure that when you are validating these emotions, that you are being really productive and you're being compassionate and you're not being indulgent in that. you will start to find more and more as you go through this process where you are indulging in emotions and where you are being productive in resolving emotions. A really, really big thing coming through here as an antidote to feeling overwhelmed, feeling hopeless, is this huge element of play. Really, really, really big element of play coming through here. I really do see like drawing and artwork, and I see this specifically for people, like I see this if you're an artist, but I specifically see this for people that don't do that. Like I think I'm seeing more of a connection of you doing something that you've never ever done, just for the sake of doing something that you've never ever done, not as something to pursue. So you might work a corporate job or work in hospitality or something, and you might never ever draw, and then you might start doodling on the back of some blank receipt paper or something at work, just as a thing to do. You might be an artist, you might actually have that be as your medium, and you might decide that you really love just trying to sing along with songs. And it's not for any other goal except for to be playful. It's about forming habits and in turn forming coping mechanisms that can help kind of awaken different creative parts of your brain, as well as giving you some really wholesome, some really fruitful, and some really healing coping mechanisms. Because that's what art is. It is this expression and is a coping mechanism. And of all the coping mechanisms that we can gravitate towards you, art and expression through that is one of the best. That is the remedy here. Make sure you are being productive in resolving your emotions as well as holding space for it. Be careful of being indulgent and vengeful in your emotions, because that does not help you move through it. That helps you dig deeper into it. And be really playful. Like I even see with this imagery right here, I see some of you with headphones on, like singing along, like putting together playlists and just singing along to songs that you love. Let's have a look at this Page of Pentacles energy. Universe, please, insight information. What does this beautiful collective need to know about the Page of Pentacles energy? What is coming for them? What do they need to know as they move to this really light-filled era, this really light-filled chapter of their life? Okay, thank you. Straight away, Ace of Pentacles, like really amazing things coming to you right now. This is one of the best cards that could possibly fall out of a deck for a reading. And the Ace of Pentacles, it's the ultimate. So many blessings are coming your way. So many good things are coming your way. You might already be feeling it and be like, whoa, what's going on? Why am I getting so much good coming towards me right now? Why is all of this goodness coming towards me so quickly? You know why? It's because you deserve it. You've been through it. You've made your way out of it. This is your reward time. I've said it in so many readings before. This is the reaping. Like, this is the time for reaping. You have sown everything in terms of your healing and working through all your different projects, working through all these different traumas. Now is the time for you to harvest. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. When it comes to this Page of Pentacle energy, when it comes to you moving forward with the thing that you are doing, it's time for you to bring what you are making into the light. It's time for you to move it forward. I feel like there have been some things that you've kind of been like low-key sitting on. This came up in the last reading as well. So if you resonate with this reading, go check out that one, because there was a lot to do with how you're sitting on your ish, you're sitting on your light, you're sitting on your work, you're sitting on your art. I literally see that for some people, if you have a stack of drafts in like your Instagram reels or your TikToks or something, that you're just like, no, but I won't. But you will, babe, but you will. And now's the time. No more holding on to it, hiding it for yourself, being like, I've got all of these things. Great. If you have all of these things, let's go show them to people. Post it. Do it. Time for you to bring your work, your art out into the light. Time to bring yourself out into the light. It is going to be such a loving action for you to take action on yourself, to move yourself forward. And you can give yourself bubble baths and take yourself for hot girl walks as much as you want. That's great. And that's going to do so much. But none of that is going to compare to the love that you will be showing yourself when you put yourself forward. Really see it less like something that you have to do, but something that you want to do as a gift to yourself. Every time you do something like that, you are giving yourself the gift of being seen, being shown. And when you do that, you show yourself that you are worthy and lovable. And every time you hide yourself, it's because of a fear of thinking that you will not be lovable. It's like, if you can imagine, there is a young version of you. I want to use the example of singing because you know she's a singer, so everything's going to come back to music in some way. But an example, imagine your inner child is saying to you, I want to sing, I want to get up on the stage and I want to sing. What are you going to say to your inner child? What are you going to say to your child? Are you going to say, no, we're not going to go sing? Or are you going to be like, get up there, babe, go on? And there might be part of you that wants to protect the inner child and be like, let's just not do that. Let's not do that today. How about we go home and we go practice and we can go do it today? You are hiding that part of you away and being like, I'm scared that people won't love you. And what does a child understand when they hear that? That maybe I'm not lovable. Maybe as I am today, I'm not lovable. I need to go away and practice so that I can be lovable. Hurts my feelings even like articulating this. It comes from a good place, but we're past that point now of hiding yourself away to protect yourself. Because you're actually hurting yourself by doing that. You're actually showing yourself that you're not worthy of that love as you are. You need to do something extra. Show yourself, bring yourself into the light. Get your inner child on that stage. Let's get into the oracle cards. Sorry, that last bit just made me a little bit sad. Okay. Universe, please, insight, information. What does this beautiful collective, what does this beautiful collective need to hear on this day? Dark night of the soul, transformation, awakening tower. She dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. So much of what you've been doing is going deep within yourself to find the light. And when you do, and now that you have, you need to bring that out. You're doing yourself and everyone around you a disservice by not showing your light to the world. Okay. Let's see what this oracle deck has for us this evening. And we'll make sure we get into the music oracles too. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Answer down below. Answer me down below. I'm not gonna reinterpret that card for you. If you knew you would be supported, if you knew you had an army of people behind you supporting you, putting synchronicities in your path, what would you do? What would you do? Tell me in the comments down below, and let's pull up the music oracle. We have Diana Ross. Make sure they never see the last of you. Stop. Make sure they never see the last of you. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. You can be a better you than anyone else. Trust yourself Be yourself. Proudly show up as yourself and never stop. I'm going to read this card one more time because I've never seen this card and it is my favorite card and perfectly ends this reading. Diana Ross, make sure they never see the last of you. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. You can be a better you than anyone else. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next reading.